Hello, my name is Paul Carlotta. I'd like to welcome you on this 10-minute webinar where I explain the difference between the unfranchised system, traditional multi-level marketing pay plans, and Market America's business plan. I started my own franchise with Market America 15 years ago. I was a small business owner. It's the only business model that I have been involved with as far as direct sales or network marketing goes for 15 years. My background being from traditional business and growing up in traditional business, I understand the pitfalls of a traditional business, the employees, the overhead, the inventory, all the nightmares that come with it. I've also watched many people over the last 15 years try multi-level company after multi-level company. Some I know who have done 100 since I've been with this one company, Market America. One of the things that appealed to me from the beginning of seeing Market America the first time was the product brokerage concept. I grew up in a resort environment, and we had 3 or 4 months to make our living and 12 months worth of bills. And I watched trends come and go. The one thing about Market America that really jumped out at me in the beginning was the ability to evolve with trends and timing, because what is hot today is not going to be hot 3 months, 6 months, or a year from now, or much less 5 years from now. We have to have a model and be involved with a model that can expand with trends and timing. We also have to have a model that can be diversified, that can emerge with market trends. That is the most important thing I can share with everyone on this webinar right now, because I'm sure almost all of you have been involved with some sort of multi-level program in the past. Diversification of products is pivotal, and of course the ability to evolve. And you don't want to do this again. You don't want to start another MLM and know that it's going to last for 2 or 3 years and have to go get into something else. You want to be involved with something that will just roll with trends and timing. And it's so critical. If you think about the businesses that make it, that have made it over the last 100 years, they're ones that can weather any storm and continue to grow. With our model, we don't have to retool. If something's hot, we get it, okay? So here's what I want to do. I want to take you through a horizontal strategy of traditional business versus our vertical strategy. So in a multi-level marketing plan, traditionally you have a sales manager. You earn anywhere from 5 to 15% on your top level of people you personally recruit. As the search goes down, you make 10%, then 5%, then 2%. Usually you're cut off at 4 to 7 levels. So only a few people are really eligible to get paid. And it really puts you in competition with your sales and distribution organization. And what I mean by that is, if I sponsor these 6 people across the top, as soon as I have another person that shows any potential, I'm going to put them on my top line of distribution where I make the most money. I'm not going to place them strategically underneath of anybody else, because I won't get paid, or I'll get paid a much smaller percentage. So in multi-level marketing, your profitability is built in width, okay, and your security in depth. You're working in 2 different directions all the time. You're spinning plates. Many of you will remember, back in the circus with the plate spinner. That's what you end up becoming in a multi-level marketing plan. What I can tell you is this: the pitfalls. Your search for volume is capped at a number of levels. You have breakaways in most every multi-level organization. What that means is, if I teach you everything I know, you go direct and you break away from me. I lose you. I have to continue to recruit people, which again is not something that's duplicatable. It's not something that I can will to my children, because they would have to go and continue to recruit just like I did, which is not possible. So it really does not work for the average person. And if something doesn't work for the average person, folks, it's just not going to last. That's the bottom line. The one red flag I can tell you is this, and I've looked at 100 different plans if I've looked at one over the last 15 years with Market America. The one consistency I've seen is this: the manufacturer of the product or the service is tied directly to the compensation plan. And if that is the case in what you're currently doing or what you've done, you know that it's not going to last, because just like any employer of a traditional business knows exactly what they can pay out in payroll, they cannot go over it or they will not be profitable. These companies have mechanisms built into the pay plan to keep that from happening. And what those mechanisms are the search for volume being capped, breakaway organizations. At the end of every month, your volume disappears. It goes back to zero. These are all pitfalls that are in place to keep the company profitable. That is the end of the story right there. And you all know what I'm talking about. You've seen it, you've done it, you've been involved. That's how it works. So if the manufacturer is tied to the pay plan, watch out. Now, a vertical strategy right here. The founder of Market America is the creator of the binomial compensation plan, the vertical strategy you see on your right. Now, if you look to the left, we're looking horizontal. Vertical means this. If I sponsor one person on my left and my right, okay, and then I have a third person to sponsor, I have to sponsor that third person under the first person on my left or the person on my right. And if I sponsor a fourth person, they've got to go to the bottom of either side. And a fifth, the bottom of the other side. If somebody above me sponsors someone, they have to put them on their other side or under me somewhere. So everyone is eligible to get paid commissions once they're activated. They've sponsored their two people. Business volume in our model accrues for 365 days. There's no end of the month. You're on your way to a paycheck. Everyone can get 100% because each business development center is capped at $3,600 a week. There's no cutoff. And what I mean by that is there's no levels. There's an infinite search for commission down our left organization and our right organization, whether there's 5 people or 5,000. 100% of the volume flows up from bottom to the top, accumulates in your banks, and pays you commissions. In our model, you can re-enter within your own organization. Now, I said capped, and a couple of you caught that. You're probably, oh, wait a minute, I can only make $3,600 a week. First of all, my question is, have you ever really made $3,600 a week residually? Because I'm not saying one time. Residually means every week, consistently, year after year after year, decade after decade. Residual income. That's what our model's based on, okay? Listen, I've heard plenty of people who've gone and they're making $25,000 a week this week, and a year from now they're in some other deal, okay? I'm talking about residual income. We are 20 years proven. All of our pioneers are still with us, earning the same income or better than they were in the beginning. I can say that. I've witnessed it, okay? I'm actually part of it. So, some things I want to cover, which are very important. A recap here with this vertical strategy. Not only do I have to place all new people at the bottom, I have to go to the bottom to open up a new franchise. So the up line becomes the down line. You can own multiple business development centers. So if you see this, it's you at the top and then you at the bottom again. Very important that you understand. So let's talk about what we do. We are diversified. And this is what I mean, okay? Market America, you know, some folks want to focus on financial services. Some folks want to focus on cosmetics. Some folks want to focus on health and nutrition. Some want to sell websites to small businesses and everything in between. We appeal to the masses. There's something here for everyone. If you've done Mary Kay before, you're not going to get Paul, me, in a room to look at the business plan, okay? It's just not a product I'd be interested in selling. However, with our model, you can have an organization selling cosmetics, an organization selling financial services, an organization selling health and nutrition, and an organization doing party plans. There's something for everyone. And what we do is we just pick a major, what we want to focus on, and that's what we focus on. Many people, you know, their first look at Market America is like, oh, there's so much. I don't even know what direction I'm going to. We teach from the top down everyone to pick a major, just like a university, focus on that major, and get it done. But what happens is this. Business volume accrues 100% infinitely. So whether someone's selling cosmetics or nutrition or financial services, you get paid. And I'm going to tell you something. You may be a person that knows financial services and that's your passion. Well, you also know people that are in fitness and in health and nutrition and people that are, you know, from all walks of life. There's something here that would appeal to them and you're going to get paid on it. However, the thing I want you to keep in the back of your mind is this. 10 years, 15, 20 years from now, who knows what's going to be on the cutting edge? Who knows? Our model allows us to evolve with market trends. So whatever is hot 20 years from now, we're just going to go get it. Our company's like a marketing octopus. If something's hot, we get it. If it's hot, we get it. We bring it in. I've watched this for 15 years. As people go from deal to deal to deal, if something becomes market driven, we get it, we bring it into our model, and usually those companies disband their sales forces and say mercy. And because they see the model that we have. We have a business model that's created around our distributor base, not around a manufacturer's best interest. And I hope you're getting that, folks, because if you're looking to create residual income, this is it. This is the one. So traditional MLM plans work like this. I want to give you an example. Okay, usually you earn about 10%, but let's use this model. If you're building 4 organizations, okay, on the first level, if you've got 4 legs doing 5,000 in volume each, you're going to get 5% of that. That's about $250. Off that second level, 5% of that, that's $250. The third level, 5,000 in volume, and again, 5,000 in volume over 4 legs, you're earning $250. Same thing on the fourth level, okay? So that's 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20,000. That's $80,000 in a month in group sales. You're going to make $4,000 per month in commissions off of that organization. $80,000 in sales traditionally equals $4,000 in commissions to you. So I've gone through that. Usually the personal volume on that's about 10%, where you're earning $4,500 a month. Let's take those same 4 organizations and run them through Market America's business plan. Okay? So Market America, by the way, does pay weekly, not monthly. And let me be clear. As long as you're active within our system, the volume is accumulating week after week, month after month, until you get paid. There's no end of the month. Most multi-level programs, at the end of the month, if you don't reach your benchmarks, it's all over. The volume disappears, resets back to 0. There's this big push at the end of the month for orders, volume, etc. With our model, it just accumulates, so each and every distributor is on their way to a paycheck. And I'm going to tell you something, if people aren't getting paid, they're not going to stick. Your attrition is going to be incredible. Our retention is incredible because people are getting paid and they're on their way to a check. So let's run that same 80,000 through Market America's business plan. So you've got 4 weeks in a month. You have your 1, your 2, and your 3 on franchises here. There's 5,000 a week up the left of the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. You see it. Here we've got 20,000 coming up each organization in a month. Okay. Now let me advance to the next slide. On the same 80,000 in group business volume that you were earning 5% on in a multi-level plan, $4,000 per month. Here's Market America's business plan payout. $20,400 per month on the same 80,000 in volume. Okay, so Business Development Center 1, 2, and 3 are earning $2,100 per week, 4.3 weeks. That's $27,000 per month. Your Business Development Center 001, 002, and 003 are earning $3,600 a week, 4.3, which is $46,440 with our IBV. You can earn 4 to 5 times more money, not including IBV, with the same volume compared to a traditional multi-level marketing program.